Alrighty, vapors, I'm back, and today I'm doing something for my friends down at Evod Vapes. I'm going to be reviewing a nice little setup for the people who, are not going box mod, not going in. Now, we all know at one time or another we started with one of these. We thought this was the shit. I'm quitting smoking. This is awesome. You may have bumped like I did. I don't have it anymore because I paid it forward to a friend, but I bumped up to the micro ADC off of this one, but back in the day, this was, we were like, oh man, well, we wanted more, but we didn't want to move up. We didn't want to go to the big stuff. We didn't want to go to the box. We didn't, some of us were just stuck. I moved up to the micro ADC and got the variable voltage battery. I keep this around to remind me where I came from. Well, my good friends down at Evod Vapes and e-cigator, actually e-cigator, I can't pronounce it, actually came up with a nice little thing called the GT. Now, what is the GT, you may ask? It's designed for clouds. And I got to read this because I can't fathom most of this on a device like this. Okay? So let's see. The battery is a 1600 mAh battery, milliamp hour battery. Crazy. Wattage up to 28 watts. Really? The clearomizer is a 3 mil capacity. Resistance down to 0.5 sub ohm on a clearomizer. Now, most of us are used to, if we sub ohm on a clearomizer, which is what I did, what I went to, and get this thing off here, we had to pick us up an Atlantis, or, Lord forbid, a Kanger sub ohm tank. Okay, and the size on it, 16.5 millimeter. Okay. Let's dive into it. That's what you get. Okay? 1600 mAh battery. Awesome. Comes with 2 extra filters. Or filters. 2 extra coils. Let's see what these little guys say. These are. Yes, 0.05. Ohm coil. Okay. Tank over here. What we got? Pretty tank. Of course, it comes with, takes your standard charger, your little Evod twist charger. You don't have to buy special chargers for it. Removable drip tip, standard size drip tips. Got a good, appears to have good airflow. Air control valve ring that you can adjust. And let's see, it's got, okay, yeah, you just barely adjust it. I always go full open because I like flavor. So, should be standard. Now, they come in an array of colors too. Yep, there's your standard. That's a pretty good little mil tank there. And of course, yep, coil like any other clearomizers. Pops out. O-ring on there. Or screw it in. What do you know? I'm going to readjust my airflow here. But I'll get to that in a minute. Alright. Got some juice here. I forget what clay mixed me up in this thing. I'm kind of curious. I think it's like a Pandorum butterscotch mix. So, of course, the old faithful filler up. And this thing holds some juice. Get it up to the old quarter arm there. Fairly easy fill. Okay. Let's open up the old air holes. Now this thing, this is for you people who want the small, don't want to go to the big, but you want to be able to put out clouds, you want flavor, you want that sub ohm that everybody's talking about, but you don't want to spend a ton of money. Having to get it. So let's check it out. I haven't used a pin style in a long time. I almost did an oopsie. Almost, folks. And I'm going to correct it. It's been so long since I've used one of these. Okay, now what should we always remember to do when we fire these things up? Prime the coil. Little drop in there. Get her juiced up down there. Spin her back on. Alright. So the GT, and now from what I understand, I checked back in with them the other day. They can't keep these things in house, but they are selling these things like hotcakes. Ooh, yeah. A 1600 mile battery, you can tell the difference on that. Alright. Adjust my airflow wide open. Holy cow. That is a good strong vape. From a vape pen, people, that is crazy. This is good. This is really good. For all you pen people that 1600 mile battery, I will be darned. How's that from a pen? The GT. That thing is, this is awesome. They did good. As always, they've got, you know, a ton of new stuff at all times. Their shop is just stocked full. Pretty much anytime I go there. I mean, they have, you name it, they've got it. If they don't got it, they'll get it. And they actually have this made for their store. So for you people who want to try the Sub Ohm, but you don't want to switch to, you know, the bigger battery type hitters, this is the way to go, folks. This is awesome. Let's see you get that from another pen device. You got Sub Ohm, you got a decent fill tank. Coils, from what I understand, are, you know, they're moderately priced, almost like any other coil you get. I mean, like you buy for the Atlantis, you know, and probably the Kanger. Coil life, I'm going to have to test this thing for them. I'm going to run it through the gambit, see how long I can pull a coil out of it. I know with my other stick tanks that I used to use, I could get an even month out of it. Battery life is probably, I'm going to see, you know, it's not adjustable, but it self-adjusts. I'm going to see how far she'll go down and how long she'll last on the charge. Because basically I just pulled this thing out of the box, I charged up the battery, put it back in the box before I did the review, and run it that way for y'all. That is unheard of from a micro ADC or anything else. These things are just awesome. The GT by eCigator, made for Edmund Vapes, man. That's in heavyvape.com. There's your web address. Hit them up, folks. These things are awesome. I'm gonna have to carry this in my pocket. That is really hard to believe. That is a good, solid vape hit from a pen device. And you can actually chase some clouds now. You want some bigger clouds, but you still want that small, discreet, stick it in your pocket, nobody knows about it, vape. Carry a small bottle of juice at work. Man. Now, can you go straight VG with this? I don't think so. I'll have to check with them. You might be able to, though, but at the most you can go a higher VG content on your juice. Delivers awesome cloud, awesome flavor. You guys, for the pen carriers, you knocked it out of the park with this one, people. This is, I would have to say that if I was still doing these, I would ditch the micro ADC coils and I would go with the GT. That thing is, this is phenomenal. This really is. Robert Fletty, I'll do good. Very good on flavor, good on cloud. I mean, well, let's do, I know this is kind of cheating, it's not really a comparison, but let's see here. Here's slight pull on. Of course, bigger battery, bigger vape, but heavy. Got to carry it all day. Got to carry extra batteries, you know. This one, a little twist battery. Good flavorful vape, good cloud. This is a Pandorum butterscotch mix. The play that mix is a little funky for me, but it's good. It's still got the Pandorum in it. And can y'all hear that? That little thing is kicking. The GT, excuse me, people, if you are serious about quitting smoking and you're just not getting enough out of these ADCs and micro ADCs, hit Edmund Vapes up for the GT. This thing is, I give this a 10 out of 10, man. If they'd have had this, I'd probably still, and I'm going to be hitting this thing on a regular basis. I would probably still be using one of these, and I will use this for discrete, you know, when I'm at functions or whatever and don't want to carry the big thing with me. Oh yeah, and as always, it's a standard 5 on, 5 off. You know, it's awesome, people. The GT by Edmund Vapes. Pick you one up.